Dan's Diamond Detailing. Today we got a fun one today. We have been working on a 1991 535i BMW. We're parked right over there. Today we're going to do a couple things to it. It should be fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the fun. Hope everyone's doing today. Hope my audio is good. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free. And if my audio is bad, give me a holla. Okay. So right now, testing out a couple of things today. I repositioned my internet and I also switched from the DJI headphones. I did the AirPods again. So let me know if the audio is a little bit different or if the video quality is better or worse. So let me know. Hopefully it's better. And let me maybe kind of prime this area up a little bit. Let's see here. That's looking a little better. What's up, Wes? How are we doing, my friends? Is my audio pretty good? Let me know if my audio is fancy and most importantly, schmancy. What's up, EK? Good evening, Dan. I missed out on the Yum Trim Serum. You have to wait for the restock. Well, like I said, AK, I will send you some if I have a lot. Okay, good, nice and crispy, wonderful. Extra phone, AirPods, and here we go. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan. This is Dan's Diamond Detailing. We are working on this BMW right over in here, right in here. Quickly, we've already did the alkaline pre-wash, we did the acid wash. And now we're gonna do a quick pH neutral contact, rinse, followed by a little bit of clay. And if we have some fun, we can do some other things. I can always have extra fun with it. So today we're gonna be using Detailco's soft wash for the contact. We'll be doing the ADS drift pressure washer cannon for that. And I've already pre-poured it to save a little bit of time. So we will pour that. And for clay today, we'll be doing Picar's Decon Tech. And like most people probably are aware, you don't really need a designated clay spray, but just for funsies. And it's on sale. It's like $5 or $6, or at least it was last week. So I purchased that. And yeah, so if you see here, the theme is a little bit of blue and green. So we got some blue brushes to kind of clean it out, little blue bucket. Heck, even a little, I try to find a reason to use this. It's a little bit too big for me normally. Those who are not aware or have used this before, it's the rag company. Like it's pretty soft. So I think maybe some of the headlight area right there. You see the grill? I think this will perform pretty well for that. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's have some fun today. The reason why I'm doing a live today is because Tuesday, today's the best weather of the week. And I think we're expecting rain on Friday. So I got a nice show for you, an inside friendly show for you. And I'm going to do a giveaway for that one. So stick around for Friday's show. What's up? We can see you. Can you fix that? Huh. What's up here? Crispy. Everything is crisp, audio, wonderful. Good evening. Pre-poured neon. Who is this new Dan? Wow. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm Brant. You're always making your endless jokes about how it takes me 12 hours to do one thing. So happy Tuesday, Rico. Hope you're doing well. Dan, have you sent soft wash? Have you used soft wash? The only time I have used it was that Fantic, and you saw how bad that performed, right? That was not a true experience. So no, I have not officially used it other than that one moment, and it smelled very pleasant. Also, by the way, as mentioned, this is V1. V1. I'm a cheap person. I usually buy it when it's like buy one, get one, or like, 30, 40% off. So unless the House of Rags wants to send me V2, pretty much we're having fun with V1, guys. So bear with me, okay? Gosh, Dan, you're so cheap. What are you doing? Yeah, my bad. Also, I repositioned my internet. Those who are just tuning in, my internet, I moved it here because I had it over there, kind of probably blocking the lights and all that stuff. And also, my internet was over in that corner. I moved it outside, up top. So hopefully, internet gods, hopefully it does well. Okay. So as mentioned, we're doing soft wash. They recommend 1 ounce for 4 gallons. Since we're doing 2 gallons, we're going to do half an ounce. But let's have some fun. Let's still do 1 ounce, right? So 1 ounce for 2 gallons to make it nice and fun. In the foam cannon, if I recall, I think it's 1 to 3 ounces in the foam cannon. So let's just do 2 ounces, just because let's just have some fun. So let's get some water in this mug. Let's get about 900 milliliters, which is where the hell is that? That's about 1,000. So let's say it's around, yeah, about 900. I'll read the messages in just a second, guys. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. We're going to be adding 2 ounces of soft wash in the ADS, right? Armored Detail Supply Drift Foam Cannon. I like the feeling of this foam cannon. I hardly use it, so that'll be nice. All right, and because this is already pre-poured, it'll be easy to use. 1 ounce. Smells really good. Pours very well. I'm a big fan of how this soft wash pours. 2 ounces. All right, 2 ounces. Really nice tactile feeling. Not too bad. It's hard to see the color, but assume it's that color. Okay. And then let's get 2 gallons. 2 gallons of tap water. And we're going to do also 1 ounce just because it's pH neutral. We don't have to follow the guidelines too strong. So it should be fine. Also, it won't hurt if we're doing clay with extra lubricity. What are you guys thinking, by the way? Now I'm thinking, when we after we clay this car, maybe we do a little polishing on the hood and see what we can do. I tested the gauge; it's like 3.3 to 4 mils, so we have a little bit of room to play with. That's for sure. Can't see that, can you? All right, and 1 ounce, a little bit extra. 1 ounce in the 2 gallons. Okay, come with me, guys. Come hither. All right, first off, we are going to get my other cart just because it's fun. I don't think I even really need it. Yeah, I don't even really need it. Okay. But I do. What am I doing? I'm trying to think here. I need to set up the pressure washer. Would have been a good idea to do that, but it doesn't take too long. I really need to get a hose reel. I'm losing my mind, guys. Okay. Get all the air out. Okay. Before I turn this on, I want to show you how the car looks right now. And hopefully I did this right, guys. Hopefully I did it right. Success. All right. So as we mentioned, we did a pre-wash. We did let me reset it here. Double click. Double click. All right. But as you notice, we live in the forest. So we have a lot of like just stuff that's come on, look the other way. A lot of stuff that just falls on the tree on the car. Stuff just builds up really quick, right? Look at that. Fun, right? Welcome to living in a forest, pretty much. Okay, we got like I don't even know what. We got a little bird. He said, "Hey, I don't like black cars. I don't like black cars." So even after like 2 days of washing, sitting outside, this is what the car can look like. So let's do a quick blow. Let's blow this crap off, and then foam on some soft wash. and let's go to town. All right. Let's see if I can do this right this time. I'm going to have it. All right. So double click. I'm going to do it this way. So then it's a little bit better camera, but I just won't be able to see. Okay. Cool. All right. So first we're going to do is blow off all this debris. Cool. Jeez. All right. That was easy. Now let's get to Foam Town, shall we? Oh, hey. How are you? Appreciate it. Sounds good. Thank you, man. Take care. Have a good night. I don't know what this is, but I'll check it out. We'll check it out later, boys. All right. I'm sure I'm going to be getting some comments about that in the chat. Okay. All righty. All right, let's foam it on, shall we? Oh, the battery's not pushed in. There we go. Okay. Let's get foaming. Let me just get the hose pre-ready here. Oof. Ooshki. I don't know what's happening here. Here we go. That's much better. Just a little technical difficulties. Okay. Right now, not it's pretty wet. It's pretty runny. Let me increase the speed on the ego. See if that makes a difference. This is 2 ounces in the drift foam can, and let me take the brain out and have it look at the car right now for the time being. Come on, can you rotate a little bit quicker? All right. All right, so this is on turbo now. It's like I think it's a water issue here. Hold on. Jeez, first time for everything. Let me get all this air out of the hose. Maybe it's off. Did I turn it off? What happened here? Oh gosh. Well, that was why I turned off the valve. There was no water coming. I would do that. All right. Just one of those days. All right. Should be good. Now let's give it a shot. Okay. ADS foam cannon soft wash, 2 ounces, 1 liter of water. Now we should have some fun, boys. Much better. Foaming pretty good. Helped a lot when you got water. Interesting foam cannon. It has like it feels lighter, much lighter than the feels much lighter than the Griot's boss. That's for sure. See if I can change it up for y'alls. Let's see if I can bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. There we go. Mm. So this is a pH neutral shampoo. We're not expecting it to cut through grime and grit. We're just trying to get that that initial little bit of stuff that we just showed you on the roof of the car and the sides, just kind of be able to kind of flush it off. Okay. Just let it sit for a minute or two. Temperature outside is beautiful out here. This is my type of weather. It's 77 degrees. So nice out. Super, super nice out. While that's dripping, come over here, guys. Come on over and let's see how this bucket foams. Come hither. Let's see if I did this right. So we can tilt down. Look at that. Look at that move. Yes, the performance, Dan. You're getting better slightly. So we did 1 ounce in 2 gallons, pretty much twice the dilution that they're asking for. But who gives a Looks really good. Feels like bubbles. This feels like what bubbles would feel like. Smells really pleasant too. Has like a fruit Garnier fruities kind of smell. Okay, let's rinse it off. You're a lot faster now because we're not rinsing to clean. We're just rinsing to rinse. That bird poop is still there, but I'd say about half of it is gone. Those who are just tuning in and those who have been here this whole time, I have not mentioned yet, but I think I'm going to spray a little possible wet coat on this car just to keep it from getting so dirty so quickly. And when it does get dirty, it'll be so much easier to kind of rinse off. So far, soft wash rinses out really easily. I like this a lot. This is V1, version 1. I don't have a version 2. That looks really nice. Rinsed off very well. Solid A for rinsing. Definitely very easy. Smells pleasant, not too strong. Definitely got a whiff of it when I was foaming the car. It's spider season right now. So you just leave this car off for like a day and there's like spider webs all over it. Yeah, rinses off very well. How's my internet out here? I moved the internet, so now hopefully the quality should be a lot better. Yeah, so it's a little bit of spurts there, but I'd say overall, look at that, it's still pretty good. Yeah, it's still coming in a little bit there. But I'd say the rinse off is very good. There's no like severe film or anything. Still kind of. All right, we're just gonna foam it on again, and we're gonna go to town. Let's bring this over so it gets to the other side of me rinsing. Dan moved what? I don't know what it said. Soft wash smells very pleasant. It's a somewhat of a floral, like a shampoo, not a super fancy shampoo, more of like a fruity shampoo. And when I say shampoo, I mean like hair shampoo. Just rinsing the grill off really fast. We're gonna come back in here really quick and come to contact soon here. Very easy rinse off. This is Detail Code Soft Wash, 2 ounces for 1 liter. Okay. Alrighty. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come out of here. Follow me. Let's see if I can change the camera angle because it's all right. Now let's foam it and go to town. Actually, let me just there we go. I'm bad with scents, but it does smell good. I'm not like soft wash good. I didn't dislike the smell. Zal, are we foaming ADN rinsing 2 ounce of soft wash? And yeah, are we, yeah, this is I don't know what you're saying. Yes, exactly. 2 ounces in the foam cannon. We did 1 ounce, 1 ounce and 2 gallons of water in the bucket here. We foamed it and let me foam it back on again. Let me check the water because it feels like the water's hot. I think the water is hot. Yeah, it's just all hot water. Let me neutralize that a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely just all hot water. That's probably also why it's rinsing off so well because it's hot. All right, so we're gonna just get this contact. I wonder how this is gonna feel because there's definitely no protection on it whatsoever. We got about what is that? 300 mils left, and I'm about halfway done here, so it should be enough here. All right, I'll just do the rear later. I'm thinking here, since lighting is good, I'm gonna see if I can position you guys down here. Let's see. Let's see. I have to lower it again. Get as low. How low can I go? How low can I go? All right, I think that should be good. There we go. Let me get a bench. Maybe read a message or two. What does it say? Yes, foam and use the PS perfectly safe brush. Okay, let's do it. All right, Brant, perfectly safe brush time. Let me get my seats here. And I was also going to use a couple of these Viking brushes, whatever it is. All right. So, perfectly safe brush. Try that. See what you can see here. That looks. There we go. Just raise it up a little bit. Feels too safe. Feels like it's too soft. Okay. Not too bad. This feels a lot more precise, but what do you expect? Very smooth. Trying to do this without blocking. I think there we go. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Getting those nice grooves there. Don't need to dig at it. Just let the bristles do the work. Okay. Let's I need to lock these because they slide out. Okay, that should be much better. What are you saying over here? What's up, Rick? Some yeah. I kind of like how the perfectly safe brush kind of like gets all the soap on to this completely cooked bumper. That's why I'm doing it so aggressively. But then I kind of come on with the brush. There we go. I have a really good idea here because I'm going to be doing a video. I haven't been doing much videos lately, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway with somebody, and I'm going to be making a video for it because I like the tool so much. So let me just go pull one of those tools really quick, and it'll give you a little sneak peek of the tool. Some of the tools that I really like. Well, hopefully you can hear me because I'm going to walk to all the way to the other end of the garage, which is like about a quarter of a mile. Maybe grab one of these tools here. Maybe two of them. There you go. If the first one guess what this tool is, I will say, "Wow, you're really quick." That's about it. Can you guess what tool I'm bringing out? Uh-huh, it's the geese sponge. Yeah, the geese. These are really cool. These are called sponge gurus. Kicking the camera. All right, so dip it in the little soft wash here. Got them nice and soaked. Let's see. Oh, that really grips. That's a lot tighter on the grills there. You can even see where the dirt is kind of there. This is like a lot better feeling. You can see where all the dirt is like pulling off there. This one looked too big for that. How about this one? Oh, that's perfect size. That's just the perfect size here. Okay. Uh, That's just absolutely perfect for that. Do a little triangle. Yeah. It's like just snug enough that it's like just the perfect feel. Let's finish this grill out here. A little dipperooski doesn't hurt. Yeah, this is pretty nice. And then this one, so this one, as you see, this is like a triangle and it kind of gets progressively wider. This one is like a diamond, hashtag diamond, diamond 10. That's my promo code, diamond 10. This one also is about as snug enough, right? Like, let me show you a little bit. Because this is straight. See, you can still see it's like, right, stiff enough. And this one also is clearly stiff enough, but it's not too snug. So that's really nice. And for the headlights, oops, what are we doing here? Let's do a quick 360, rotate it to tighten it, look down, turn this off around. That's what it's all about. All right, dip a little bit into the soap bucket again, because why not? Okay, nice and clean again. That's another thing, that the way they release dirt. So this diamond, definitely getting into like majority. Oh yeah, see that? See how it just picked that off? That the other ones weren't really doing. And this diamond one, also just as good. Let's do this. Yep, see that kind of like crud there? Has that nice little squeaky feel. Now, would I do this every time I wash a car? Of course not. Okay. But if you're like doing a real detail, this is like a professional. Like you're gonna find interesting. Let's do a quick dump. They're kind of mostly clean. Yeah. Just kind of do like that underline here. Really nice. Look at that. Okay. Let's do the second pass with the clean side. Oh, look at that. You guys see this? It literally went under the bumper. Okay. It's like literally in the bumper, basically. That's super nice. And then the trims here. Let me see. It's kind of hard to see. Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry. So that seems really nice. Let's see where else I can do this. starting to dry off here, which is totally fine. It's pH neutral. Um, where can I do this? I want to do the wheels, but I don't want to use these tools for the wheels. Let me just put these back in the bucket real quick. So they're in the bucket. Let me raise it and just do a little quick contact here of the hood and the side of the car and pretty much the whole car real quick. Let me just raise the roof. All right. Don't forget to use Dan's code, blah blah. Thank you. Thank you, Don. Hopefully you saw my shirt that I'm rocking, right? Did you see the exclusive? All right. So let me just refoam because it's looking pretty sad right now. We were having fun with the grill because the grill is a lot of fun. Um, it's on, right? Let's see. You still have like 100 mils, so I'm just gonna do a quick splash of whiskey to kind of give me like a little refresher here. Still have like 100 mils left. I'll use it if need be. And then let's bring the bucket back up here because I'm old man and I like to be convenient. I don't want to be reaching down if I don't have to. Save your backs, guys. Don't be tough. Don't be a tough guy. Just do it. Listen to your body. Let's get that perfectly amazing brush out of here. And let's go on the glass first. Not too bad. Smells very pleasant. I do like the smell of soft wash. This is version 1. I don't know if version 2 has a different scent. I'm assuming it doesn't. I'm using a very large mitt because just want to get it done kind of quickly here. Ooh, stinks over here. This area stinks. Flip the side. Smooth, very smooth on the glass. And actually relatively smooth on this paint, which is just, well, you guys just saw what it was about 20 minutes ago. Sheesh. This is slick. Very slick. Very slick. I'm digging it. I can't wait to see what this feels like with on my manly praise. I'm gonna go wash off that bird poop on that other side here. See if this soft wash broke it down enough. Even with this heavy wash mitt, it's about a 5 or 6 out of slickness. So that's very impressive for the paint that it's on. I'd say I'm impressed because yesterday or whenever we did the acid wash, I believe we used Pan's acid wash and we used Yum Reset. That was not nearly as slick as this soft wash right now. This soft wash is noticeably very nice. What's up, Greg? How you doing, my friend? Hope your family's doing well. Hopefully you had a nice Mother's Day weekend and you took the wife out. Let's see here. Let me get a quick foam ski on this side. We got 2 ounces of detail coat soft wash in the foam cannon. They're already rinsed off the car. We're just kind of coming in with the contact before we clay it. We're going to be using a pie car for the clay. They have a sale on the House of Rags right now for like $5 for a half a liter. I said, sure, why not? Let's try it. Blah, blah, blah. Just move this out of the way so I can roll this cart over there. Let's do a little perfectly safe brush too, okay? Just because I have it in my hand. Don't know what you guys can see. Let me see what you can see first. Okay, you can see most of the car. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're just gonna do half of the car, okay, guys? You're not gonna see the difference. I already know. I'm not gonna spoil anything. This car is beyond it's needs gonna need major polishing anyway. So, but anyways, very smooth. Ooh, this I like how this gets in through the cracks there too. That's also really nice. Kind of tighten it. Oopsies. Don't splashing me in my face. It's actually pretty nice here. Good call, Brant. Perfectly safe brush for the win here. I can cover so much. Look how much I'm covering here. I like that a lot. And the bird poop. Look at that, it's not coming off. It's too safe. Oh, that's actually did come off. It's right here. This is very smooth feeling. Smells really nice. Like very plush. Very plush. And what I like about it, it's just like it suds so well. It's actually really nice. This is and I'd say there's a little bit of dirt there, so let me do a quick flush. A little flush. See if I can remove that dirt. There's still a little bit. There's still a little bit of dirt on the bristles, but it goes pretty quick here. That was quick. I like this. Better on my back too, especially in a car in this position. All right, so we're gonna come in clay, which is going to mar the paint anyways. The ends of this perfectly safe brush is like a softened rubber or plastic that will not scratch your paint. Very nice. All right, let me get this other side really quick and I'm gonna grab you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. Jeez, I'm addicted to this brush now, guys. What'd you guys get me doing? Just so fast. It's perfectly safe. What am I doing? Kind of, right? Let me oh, there we go. Maybe I should have done 3 gallons because it's kind of hard to dip this water. Because with the perfectly safe brush, I'm kind of like wasting a lot of water, or I guess I'm like using a lot of water. So that's actually really nice. Really nice. Let me little quick dunk. All right, let's go ahead and rinse this. Pretty impressive. On sale at the House of Rags or DIYdetail.com. All right, let's go ahead and do a little rinsey. Mister MFR scratching that paint. Hell yeah, I am. Not really. You haven't seen any of the episodes and you haven't seen the what the paint looked like before, my friend. Let's take a look at it. This whole car is completely cooked now. I just looked up the Kelly Blue Book value of this car, and on the Carfax report, it actually said that the previous detailer just used the perfectly safe brush on the car, and it immediately lost its value like by 50%. So now the car is worth like $600. So sorry for that. Man, these panels are flat. Woo! They're cooked, chat. They're cooked. That's looking real nice. What's up, Ty? Is that it? Is that what is his name? Can't see the name. I think I have to like double click. You feel it? You see my phone dancing because I'm just trying to touch the chat. There we go. Ooh, there we go. What's up, Ty? How we doing, my friend? How's your Tuesday going? You're enjoying the ride? You enjoying the show? We just used Detail Co. soft wash. We just totally scratched up the car using DIY perfectly safe brush. We're about to come in and Claybar this mug. And we also pre-washed it too. Rinse off is really good for soft wash. Other than this like trunk a little bit, all right? Like kind of like that. Kind of have to like take your time kind of flushing it all out. Other than that, it's really good. Way better than a bunch of spider webs and moss growing on it. That's looking really nice. All right, let's get it done, boys. Let's get it done. I'm gonna come to the other side because I think it might be a better angle for you guys to see it. Just get some water on the paint. We're about to come in and play probably a portion of the car. We'll start with the hood. Oh, I really want to clay the trunk of the car too. I remember when I did when we did the acid wash, the hood felt definitely the most gritty. It had that really contaminated feel. Since you guys like, I missed you guys rinsing off the grill last time, so let me move the camera so you guys can see me rinsing off the grill. All right, let's see here. That move. By the way, how's my internet today, guys? Has it been good? I kind of moved the internet, so hopefully it's a lot better out here. See if you can see that. Okay, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I have the internet like up on the wall out here, so I think it was being blocked by a lot of metal and stuff. All right. Okay. And as you see, the window still has that high. Can you see the window? Yeah, you can. Still has that hydrophobics here. Crazy. I don't know what they did over there. Right? I don't know what they did in this area here, but it's still hydrophobics. Forever hydrophobics, no matter what I've done to it. So now we're gonna come in and clay. So let me get a little pie car. First off, let me show us what we are doing. We're gonna clay bar the hood first. So I guess it was zoomed in here. Let's do it in this way so you can kind of, there we go. WD-40 what? We are coming in with pie cars. And I'm gonna borrow a sprayer head from a brand that I'm not aware of. I'm sure if anyone knows this sprayer head, you probably recognize it. Also, why we're doing this, be sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe if you like stuff like this. This bottle is having fun. Let me put this cap down so I can do this properly. Kind of hard doing it with one hand there. Okay, so now that we got it on, let's get a little clay bar. So we're gonna be using this Japanese fine clay, also at the House of Rags. I'm going to break me off a piece of that. Break me off a piece of that ultra fine clay. Right? Isn't that the words? Just like from The Office, Andy Bernard. Break me off a piece of that something. Very sticky. Oh, let's pull. Let's do just like a. There we go. Break me off a piece of that. Oh, gosh, it's gonna drive me nuts. It's one of the best episodes, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Shout out to those who know what I'm talking about. All right. And for funsies, let me just put on a little bit of the soft wash on this car. Doesn't hurt. Okay. Very sticky. It's like sticking to my hands. So we're going to. Yes, I know it's Kit Kat. It's the joke. The joke on The Office was Andy Bernard couldn't think of the thing, and so Jim would purposely try to confuse him, and it was driving Andy Bernard crazy, and that was like the best part of the whole episode. So, anyways, yes, Rick Smith. I know, Rick Smith. All right, so almost dropped it. Ooh, feeling good. Kind of don't put any pressure. Kind of rub it until you can stop the grittiness. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Sheesh. I don't even know what to do, guys. Look how dirty that is already. That's looking gnarly. I don't know what I do. Do I fold this in? Do I just flip this over? Well, I'm just gonna keep playing with this side until you guys tell me what I should do with that. It's grabbing onto everything here. Look at that. Clay towel. I probably should be using a clay towel. All right, I'm gonna flip it in on itself. Jeez. There's a lot of little spots here. I wonder if that's will be removed with like a solvent adhesive remover. Jeez. All right. I'll use a clay towel for this instance. Let me just go up to here. Let me just do this section here, and we'll do the clay towel for the 2/3 of the car. It's so dirty. It's so dirty. Starting to feel a lot better over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not used to the slickness. I'm down with the slickness. Get up. Are you down with the slickness? Jesus. It's just cooked. All right. So when I'm done with this 2/3 here, I'm gonna bust out one of the clay towels. We got the Rag Company clay towel. We got DIY's clay towel. We have Clean by Pans clay towel. Which one do you guys want? Jeez. What do you choose? I'm gonna like 2 more minutes here. Someone who said perfectly safe brushes scratching up the paint. I don't think they've ever clayed a car before. I'm using zero pressure. There's a lot of like little parts right here that it's probably some sort of like I don't know, tree sap or something. It's definitely not budging with the clay bar, and I'm not going to start scrubbing on it. Feels a lot better here. All right, so yep. Still really cooked, right? Still really cooked. You need to use what does this say? EC will use one piece for the whole car. Yeah, well, do you see how bad it is? So I'm kind of resetting it here. Let's see if they're still really dirty. I'm just gonna kind of like do this section until I kind of don't see any super dirt. Now, I'm only familiar with the clay towel mostly. Mostly a clay towel guy, but I'm totally willing to try things that I've never done before. And I definitely have a more of a I can definitely feel with the clay bar a lot more intimately. Now that's not gonna that doesn't mean that I don't feel it on the towel. I can feel it better, more, you know. All right, I think we're good here. Yeah, that's just so cooked. Super cooked. Okay, so we're gonna just like put this on the table and we're gonna come back with a clay towel and we could do Let me read the chat real quick because I can do DIY's method, right? Little his iron remover. What do you guys think here? To try clay towel, then bar, and see if the bar takes more off. So I'm gonna clay towel 2/3 of the car and see if the bar picks up anything else. Okay, yeah, do a small section. All right, so just for 10 seconds, let me know which iron remover do you guys want to try. Reactive rust. I've done reactive rust remover from Coach Chemi, and it's super lubricious and also foams like crazy, but it smells so much that it gives me headaches. What do you guys think? Sidero? Okay, we could do Sidero. I still have a little bit of this 1 to 4 here. I have probably like 100 mils before I need to refill it. So we could do Sidero. Luminous, I don't have Vampire. I think that's what's Luminous, right? Vampire X or something or other. Anyways, okay. So let me get a clay towel and let me just add blah blah blah. Since we're doing all blue today, let's do either Clean by Pan or the Rag Company. Let's do the Rag Company. We've been doing Thor all day. Let's do a little Rag Company. And we are going to get the camera situated. So let's just take a quick peek at the car right now, right? We haven't even dried it. You see how flat it is? You see how the panel's already drying really well? Okay, soft wash did a good job. You can kind of see you could see how it's sheeting super crazy, right? Look how flat those panels are. Definitely did a good job. Definitely got perfectly safe brushed. It got cooked, guys. All right. Focus, Dan. Focus. All right. So Sidero 1 to 4. We are going to go and this is the Rag Companies. Okay, nice and blue. Blue on blue. Nice and sticky too. Dip it in the bucket here. Get it all nice and juicy. I might need to go add some water. I'm gonna go add some water. Let me go add a gallon of water. I did already do a 1 ounce. I did the twice the dilution of soft wash. So if I just add another gallon, it won't really matter. It's just gonna help me with dunking this stuff. I wasted so much water using the perfectly safe brush. I probably dripped like a gallon of water just around the car. Okay, let's pour that in. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to use this. We could have done this too. Maybe use that at a different time. What's up, Chelsea? How we doing? This would also be pretty cool for like the grills or the headlights and stuff like that. All right, so just for funsies, let's get more soft wash on the paint. And we're probably gonna just do this section here with the clay towel. Probably end up claying toweling the whole car later. We got this nice and ringed out. Do the quad folds. Bro, there's no point doing the iron remover. Okay, so I should just do Claybar. It won't really matter because we're not gonna be more. Anyways, let's just do Sidero. Who cares, V Riley? We're Sideroing it. Okay, and one on the towel. Okay. Oh my goodness, it feels like sandpaper. Sheesh. Let's see if yeah, you can see the whole hood, right? Yeah, okay. Very rough. Let me come in and flip it. Not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Can you hear that? Probably can't hear this. And we'll just come in with the other side. I think Sidero's dwell time, if I recall, was like 7 or 8 minutes. So, and it's just like the most perfect conditions right here. It's like 75 degrees, not even a little bit of wind, out of the sun, nice cool panels. Pretty much perfect conditions right here. Other than we're, constantly getting rained on by trees. Feels a lot better. I'm gonna do a quick dunk, kind of flush this out, and then I'm gonna kind of like, what's so funny? I don't actually smell anything right now. I don't know. Maybe the wind is going that way, but I don't smell anything. Maybe I got the hantavirus. Am- I don't smell anything. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I don't really smell it much. It's almost out though, too. Literally on the last legs of this before I need to refill it here. Much, much better now. Like 100 times better. But you still feel some spots a little bit here. Much better. Like much, much, much better. Let me flip it. Still some like little areas right here. I think this is probably some sort of tar, most likely tar or some sort of salt, like tree sap or something. Mostly likely tar. Okay, so that feels really smooth. Now, what do you guys think I should do? Should I rinse it first and then come in with the clay? I think I should do that first. That's probably the better idea because then I'm like flushing it out. So I answered my own question. Let me just go turn on the pressure washer. It's actually still on. I'm surprised. That surprised me. Okay, let me do a little flusheroo. As anyone was wondering why Dan is doing a live stream on Tuesday, I mentioned earlier today is pretty much the best weather of the week. So, and Friday, I'm thinking we're expecting rain on Friday. So I have a show for Friday night that is more indoor friendly. So I was just thinking, let me get this done on a wonderful Tuesday. There we go. Okay. Should we get a new bar? I'm gonna get a new bar just because we're doing demonstrations. I guess normally I'd probably save the same bar, but we're really just want to see what we're gonna pick up, and I don't want to use a contaminated bar for demonstration. So getting a fresh rip, take a little bit of coffee. All right. So where are we here? So we got the fresh bar, nice and clean. Can't smell anything. Shout out to Hantavirus. I'm gonna come in with this, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of. I'm not gonna add soft wash because the iron thing is in there. And let me just do a little feel. Feels much slicker. Oh yeah, there's like some sort of undertone of grit. This feels a lot better. So here, got it all nice and lubricated. Okay. I still feel a lot of contamination, like a ton. Does it feel as bad as that one? Well, you can see it's not even sliding. So let's just keep it in the smaller. Oh, it's much slicker now. Still cooked. Still cooked. Not as bad though, right? I'd say this is about 30. Look at that. And got like a little bit of tree sap there. So let's flip that over to the clean side. Let's say it's about like 60% better, but it's still that 40%, right? And there's a lot of tar here. So it's kind of like gripping onto the tar. I don't know if you can see that. Is it blurry? There we go. There we go. All right. So you can see the whole thing. Okay. Much silkier. There's a lot of like little tar bits. So like when I go over the paint, it kind of like runs over that. But it feels monumentally slicker now. Yeah, like silk. So clay for sure. Definitely clay. Okay. So again, there's a big difference between the clay towel and the clay bar. 100%. 100%, no question. Let me Jesus. Try to get a fresh side here. Yeah, especially on these edges here. Huge. Oof. Gross. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. You guys want to see this? I can feel it. I can feel it. You want to see that? Nasty. If you don't clay, that's really dirty. Okay, that's super gross. Especially for how small the section we're working on, right? We're not doing a very, it's like a 2 by 2 and it's pulling up that much after we just ironed with a clay towel. Okay, this is extra after ironing. So I don't have the biggest recommendation, but from what I see here is if it's really this bad, do the towel first because the towel definitely did something. It's just there's a shitload of contaminants after the towel. Very dirty, very dirty. So this is I just closed it, but yeah, they're both this was the other towel. This was the other iron. This was after. They're both filthy. And we only did like 2/3 of the hood. We didn't even do that side of the hood. Let's go since we didn't clay the bar, we're gonna this is clearly the dirtier one. That's the first one. This is the second one. Let's do the second one. Come in and get a little bit of juice. Whew. Jesus. This is rough. Very rough. At this rate, probably take about an hour and a half just to iron this car. I can feel it. Yeah, this area is a lot better now. Look at that. Oof. Ugh. Yeah. Claybar. I think should I do a medium grade? Let's do medium grade. This is so dirty. Let's do a medium grade. So let's bust out the medium grade. This will be a little bit harder to see because the color. You said, let's do the aggressive clay bar. We read each other's minds, guy. I don't know who said that. Rick? Was that Rick? I don't know how to touch the screen. The only disadvantage is for the height, for the what is this? The horizontal view, the chats go away real quick. So let's get a nice little piece here without spilling it. The problem with me is doing I'm trying to do this while I'm watching the screen so you can see what I can see what you're seeing. Let me go put this away over here so it doesn't I don't make any mistakes and maybe take an excuse to get some more coffee. Now, I see some clay bars that come in a case. That makes a lot of sense if you're breaking it up and storing it. I see the Japanese clay don't have any cases. How do you guys hold yours? How do you guys store your clays? Actually, should we do this one first? Let's do this. Let's do this one first because we went over this a bunch. And let's just see if this medium picks up something else, okay? Before I go ham. So it's not sliding, so that's it's already yeah, and it feels like it's picking up a lot more too. Like how do I explain this? It's kind of like sandpaper. Like this one feels a little bit more aggressive. Still some. Yeah, that's absolutely filthy. Look at that. That's filthy. That's just gross. You could see that right here in the middle, right? Okay, so let's flip it over and start again. Yeah, so I would say medium for sure. I'm trying not to get these tar chunks because I feel like the tar, like here, yeah, this. Let's just go over the tar. No pressure, just back and forth till it's smooth, and it's still dirty. Only detail my wife's Explorer. That's too long a message. Already disappeared. I'll read the message in 5 minutes, guys. Sorry. Let's see what you can see. Okay. So yeah, it's the medium. It definitely needs a medium clay. Let's go over this area where it hasn't really been. Oh, it's much worse over here. Oof, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely disgusting, right? So that was like after we went, so we did the towel, we did the fine. Now we're coming over with the medium and there's still stuff there, right? And then the medium side, this middle, which is a little bit out of focus, that middle, we didn't do the towel, we didn't do the iron remover, but we did the fine. And still, after the fine, the medium's picking up like crazy amounts, right? So let's fold that in, kind of start it over again, shall we? Let's come back in and do let's do more Sedero. Let's do that again. Let's try that again. So for the medium, for the middle, I mean, for the middle, we're gonna come in with a little bit more Sedero. I'm gonna set a timer for 1 minute, or actually 2 minutes, actually 3 minutes. I want to let it eat a little bit, and it gives me an excuse to read the chats. Shows decon towels suck unless mid contamination, mild contamination. J Farm, I guess pretty much. I mean, from what I'm seeing, I would say for most cars probably don't need a clay unless you're doing polishing and correcting and coating. If you're maintaining your car for the most part, like maybe saying your clay, your toweling like every like 3 or 4 months, you probably don't need to clay. But you don't. It seems like the clay really picks up stuff. It's very sticky. If you get some tar in a towel, it's cooked. Okay. That's good to know, Rick. Appreciate it. Dinner plate size piece. Dinner plate size piece. Should I go crazy, Chris? Spilling it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's open here. I don't want it to like absorb dirt and stuff. Sandwich baggie. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I'm just asking how other people do it. Only detail my wife's Explorer, my Expedition, and the select few of my friends' vehicles. If I ever get the marbles to go all in, I'm definitely investing quality clay bars. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I'm thinking, and clay has a, I'm assuming these things don't go bad if you kind of keep them from drying out. So I would say invest in some good clay. What is everyone's favorite clay, and what do you guys use? These are the only two the clay bars I'm used, and so far I'm using pretty good. Nah, use chemicals, iron remover, acid wash, high pH. What are we talking, B Riley? Iron remover, and then Rick says normal condition you should only clay your car once a year. Yeah, and I don't. I've never clay. I never clay barred my Prius. So it'll be interesting to see how my Prius does. Because right now, as you know, I'm a big barbecue guy and I have a lot of charcoal in the garage. So the charcoal, that's a lot of iron and stuff like that. So my garage has like a lot of like charcoal dust in the garage. So I definitely feel the contamination quicker in my car. Plus, my car's not ceramic coated. So there's a number of factors here. We're about 45 seconds into this 3 minutes here, and I'm about to go to Claytown. All right. Think I'm caught up with the chat. That was a pretty good little 3 minute break. All right. So those who are just tuning in, we just sprayed on Sedero, which is Labos Cosmetica's iron remover. It can be diluted up to 1 to 4. I could use it straight, but we don't really need to right now. And we're gonna use the Clay Lube by Pycar. This is like $5. So I was like, yeah, let's go buy it. And we're using the medium, nice and sticky. And I'm going to just kind of see what this picks up. I'm going to start from the top because we were kind of like up there first. Should I rinse this off? I'm not going to rinse this off. I'm not rinsing it off. Feels a lot like it doesn't. It feels, yeah, my timer's going off. Right here, it feels very smooth, right here. But as soon as I kind of get into this area, it's definitely, yeah, right here, definitely feel it. Yeah, a lot of tar, like right in this area. I should probably just get a little bit of that yum tar remover. What do you guys suggest? Oof. Yeesh. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. Yuck. Very gross. Much smoother here. Much smoother. Other than the clumps of tar, yeah, now we're starting to feel it. You could definitely feel where I have not been. 100%. This is like a 2. Yeah, you can see it's starting to slide a little bit. This is like an 8. Ugh. Ugh. I can't wait to show this to you guys. Oof. Oh yeah, not much better second time around. Okay. Ugh. Oof. Just Ulix in a foam cannon. That would be hilarious. You're lucky I know better than that, but that would be funny as hell. These tar globs are just ruthless. Oof. Let me just get a little bit of a soft wash on here. Slight and a little bit of flush. And then I'm gonna come back with the fine. I'm gonna get a new fine. They're both so dirty. I'm gonna get a new fine clay after this and see if I can still pick up some stuff. Jeez Louise. Much, 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 much better. I could feel how much better it is now. Oh, you can see, and you could tell because I'm like making bigger, like, oh, Jesus. I'm making bigger strides. Gosh, that is absolutely gross. It stinks too. The car stinks. And it's not by Labos. It's like I barely smell the body odor at this time. I don't know what was the other when we did the iron remover. It was so strong last time. And now maybe because it was in the sunlight, but right now it's pretty mild. Yeah, that is bad. Okay. Ugh, you can see my fingerprints. You see my three fingerprints there. That is just gross. Absolutely nasty. All right, so now we're gonna wash this off, and we're just gonna get another clay bar. I'll probably save these clays for later. I need a little bit more to rinse this off. Okay, let me turn it back on. And I also kind of want to do a little Tatsubo wet coat, but I'm not sure if you guys are interested in seeing me put on a little bit of Tatsubo wet coat. Let me know in the chat. I have it already ready there. Let's just do a real rinse. Should I do a little tar remover real quick? Let's do a little tar remover. Let me get Yum's tar remover. How do you guys use Yum's tar remover? Let me grab it here. I've never used it. I have Ulex too. I could use or tea. I do have tea as well. Which one is it? There we go. Tar and residue. Wash the vehicle, shake the tar well, spray on the clean but wet surface. Allow 1 to 4 minutes depending on exterior weather. Rinse thoroughly. Wash the vehicle again. So they don't want you to like scrub or anything. That's interesting. I guess I could give it a shot. So shake it up. Intensive tar remover. So you can even see where it's dripping, like right here and right here, big globs of tar. They're gonna use Yum tar and residue. These lids are always fun to get out. I usually spray the towel and the car and spread it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna use a towel. Let me go grab a towel really quick. What type of towel? Low pile, I'm guessing. Smells good. It's like eucalyptus or something. Very good smell. Maybe should I use a leveling type towel or like a high pile towel? Probably. Let's use a FTW. I'm guessing. I usually spray. What are we doing, Brandon? No, not absorbent, like a final towel. Okay, I'll do a leveling towel. All right. So we're going to do a tight pearl weave towel. If anyone in the chat is curious what a leveling towel is, it's like a towel that's like a very low pile. Okay, and we're gonna spray on Yum tar and residue. Oh, look at that! Did you see that? You see how cool that was? I'm gonna set a timer for 3 minutes. 3 minute timer. Did you see how this area here? Look at this. Oh, look at that! It really like just opened it up. Oh, and you can see it's like it's kind of like bleeding there. You could see the kind of like the oils dripping down. All right, so we're gonna spray a little bit more. Sorry, you can't see that. Oh, smells really good. Has a very similar smell to the Yum interior, that eucalyptus. And this hood is cooked, so let's just kind of have some fun with it. They said 1 to 4 minutes. Now I'm going to spray a little bit on the towel and just kind of wipe it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No, I'm just kind of just. Oh yeah, look at this glob here. I was gonna see if you can see that. Ooh, it's starting to whiten a little bit. I'm gonna rinse this off soon. These globs, are they getting smaller? They're getting a little bit smaller here. This is a big one. I might have to come in with a little bit more aggressive than this. We are at. We got a minute left on this 3 minute timer. I missed that side over there. All right, let's rinse this off. Where are you, pressure washer gun? There you are. All right, let's rinse this off. Oh, look at that. It's nice. Like now it's got them beating to the panels here. Now it's got a bit of a hydrophobic to it now. Not extreme hydrophobic, but there's definitely something there. Let's come in with a little bit of fine clay. Let me go get a fresh fine clay. Smells really good. That strong eucalyptus smells really good. Do me a favor, paint prep. Paint prep a start. Okay, let's paint prep. Let me go get Yum's panel prep just because I haven't used it before, and I'm just gonna guess his panel prep plays well with his tar remover. So let's go get that. Um, let's go get that, shall we? I'm gonna get a fresh leveling towel, and I'm gonna spray his panel prep. I might not have a sprayer head on it, so just bear with me because I've never used it. I think it's the blue one, right? Yeah, the blue one here. Panel wipe. Yum's panel wipe. Let me get a sprayer head. 1 second. And let's just keep the theme of the Kosh Chemi sprayer heads because I'm about that tonight. All right, so I'm gonna do double. Let me just go get the towel real quick. Let me just get the towel. All right, another. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the same color towel. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to. All right. So I think with the lighting is good over here. Let's see if I can find some lighting that's good. I think this side is pretty good lighting. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is come in with Yum panel white. Let me open this bottle here. Another bottle I have not used. Ooh, nice blueberry alcohol. Ooh, that's actually really pleasant. Dude, Yum has like some crazy good scents. This is harder than it looks because I'm doing this behind the camera. All right. So we are going to apply panel whip. I'm going to spray it and let it sit for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to wipe it off. Let's see if that looks good. All right, for 30 seconds. So we're at 79:15. So I'm going to wait for 79:45, which is how long we've been going live for. It's 7:19 here. Stinks over here. I think it's the gutters. I need to flush out these gutters. All the pollen just flushed and it stank. I'm going to come with a fresh leveling towel. It's going to do another couple of spritz. Very smell. This smells like Yum Detailer. Or like, is that what I'm smelling? Yum Detailer? Smells really good. Okay, I'm gonna use a dry Let me just saturate a little bit of panel wipe. All right, just to show you, show what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to. Oh, so grabby, very oily. You see how that's like just drying right out? Can you see that? Yeah, that's pretty good, right? You guys can kind of see that and kind of come in with the other side, and then I'm going to flip in with another side. Very pleasant smell. Very pleasant. The flash off is excellent. Very good flash off. Okay. And then just for redundancy. Okay. So I will put that on this side. All right. So we see what you see there. Okay. Let's come in and just flush it. Let's see what it does. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's still kind of like right in this area, right here, but and in this a little bit here. Let's see. We didn't do panel prep on this side. Let's do the rest of the hood. Let's panel prep the rest of the hood. Okay, because we're gonna be polishing anyway. So let's just do a little panel prep again. Keep the same towel. Just do the whole just do the whole. Look at that. This is panel prep. Look how that just spider webbed everything. Did you see how cool that was? That was really cool. That was really cool. Let's do that again. Wow. I'm just gonna do this because it looked really amazing. Kind of I can kind of see the I don't know how to explain it, but the that like lightning look, it's like kind of stuck in here. All right, so now we're gonna try to clay it again. We're gonna clay it one more time. There's still a lot of like still oops, sorry, there's still a lot of tar there. What does that say? Alcohol on water does that. Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to I'm gonna get a little bit of Ulex. I'm gonna get a Ulex and I'm gonna get these off because the whatever we just did wasn't strong enough. So I'm gonna get a disposable towel by Rip and Rag. Brand new Rip and Rag towel off the there we go. Get a little Ulex right here, front and center. Almost like he knew that he's coming to shine today. All right, so let's get some of the big ones first. Let's see if I can do this in a way that you can see this. So, uh, yeah, these are two decent sized ones. So let me see if I can zoom that in. There we go. By the way, how's my internet? Hopefully it's good. Okay, so you can see those two constellations. There's one right there. There's one right there. We're coming with Coach Chemi's Ulex, brand new Rip and Rag towel. Kind of hard to see because I'm all zoomed in and such. What I like to do is just soak the towel slightly. All right, little dip, something like that. Nothing too crazy. And we're just gonna lightly do the smaller one first. And it's pretty much all gone. I could feel it pretty much disappeared. Yeah, it's pretty much gone here. Yeah, it's a new bit. That's really kicked on. It's getting smaller after every rub. Yep, and just like that, it's all gone. Look at that, it's all gone. It's just the etching there. Just the etching. Okay, so that is also, I don't feel it anymore. Yep, it's all gone. Just the etching. So that's just the etching. Really nice. No, this is definitely some tar. Definitely tar. Next one we got up here. Where are we? Where's my finger? So let me put it here so I can see. Yeah, it's right there. So can we see that? That's tricky. Anyways, it's right here. Let me just show you another one. So that is gone. Zoom out. So that one's gone, just the etching. That one's gone, just the etching. Now we got another one here, right? This like groove. Emperor's got the groove back. So that one's, let's go ahead and get a fresh towel here. Not fresh towel, but just, I'm just gonna add some UX on a fresh section. See if I can, there we go. It's right there. Okay. This is one of the bigger pieces on the hood, whole hood. Pretty much half gone already. I could feel it getting picked up. No pressure, just like slight circles up and down. It's 90% gone, pretty much all gone almost. And it's gone. It's gone. Look at that. Look at that. That was like a mountain. That was excellent. That feels buttery smooth. Here's another one right here. See if I can get you seeing that one. So yeah, Ulex is a beast. Okay. Ulex is an absolute beast. And we're gonna kind of get all these tars here. No pressure. And that's gone. Here's another one. Ooh, let's just get some fresh Ulex. I really enjoy this. It's so effective. And just like that, that's gone. So, where was that? You did not see that one? Oh no, you didn't see that one. That was a really good one. Anyways, it feels great. The tar, this is, I'm a big fan of Ulix, but just be careful how to use it. I'm gonna rinse this off here. Kind of doing more areas here. It's like the hood, the whole hood is like so cooked that I'm just kind of doing sections and sections. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, a lot of tar. And this is very effective. I will be throwing away. Oh man, look at this clump right there. Can you see that clump? Yeah. Super, super, super good. Who knows how long this has been sitting here? These probably been sitting on this hood for like 2 years, maybe longer. Yep, there's one right here. 2 years of tar just baking in the sun. I'm so glad how quick that is. Let's look at that. I don't feel that at all now. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and rinse it. And let's do a fine clay. And let's round it out for the night, boys. I'm thinking let's just get this hood nice and pretty. The rest of the car can do its thing, right? All right. So that feels really good. I'm a big fan of how that feels. Yeah. Yeah, there's some tar right here. Beautiful. Excellent. It's so much better now. It might not look better, but it feels so much better. There's a lot of tar. It takes about like 10 to 15, 10 seconds per clump. There's probably about like 30 clumps on here. Yeah. All right. We'll come back in with a little bit of soft wash. Yeah, this oh, what this is right here. I think this is just really big tar. Yeah, it's moving away. Every time I pass it, it moves away like a little bit by a little bit. No pressure. Just let the chemical do the work, and now I don't feel it at all. Oh, oh, and right here, a nice clump. Yep, it's almost done. Oof. Don't recommend using Ulex unless you're in a well ventilated area. Okay, almost done with this. This was a big clump right here. Oh yeah, there we go. And it's gone. That was amazing. Okay. All right. I think we're ready for a rinse, and then we're gonna do a little soft wash. Let me put my Ulex away. All right. Let's get a fresh bar of fine clay. It's looking better already. That tar remover. I don't know. Yum's tar remover. Maybe it's just not strong enough. Maybe if I did it the same way, Ulix, but Ulix is just a hammer. Ulix is just insane. All right. We get a fresh batch of fine. Whoa. Let's get a bigger bar because I probably need it, right? All right. What time is it? It's about 7:30 now. Okay. How are you guys doing? You guys enjoying the show? Hopefully you liking what you're seeing here. Fresh bar of clay. Nice and clean, not used. Picar Decontact designated clay spray just for funsies. Let's just spray it onto the panel. Let's see. I think you could see that, right? Okay. Still feels very gritty. I can't recall if I did this side or not. Let's oh, look at that. Did you see that slide? That's looking a lot better. I can't see what you're seeing. Let's just move it because oh gosh, I'm jumping over here. Let's do a side that I know that I've cleaned for sure. And let's just show you what I did. That's what I just did. Good God. And let's do a fresh side and just do what the fresh side, what maybe, because I felt it. I felt how bad it was. I was like, oh God, we probably did not do this side at all. Yeah, much slicker. I feel like maybe less than 1% contaminants. I don't feel any of the tar anymore. None of those like tar constellations. A little bit right there, a little tar. And let's see where we're at here. Still some where are we? Still some contaminations, but nothing like what we just did for like 2 seconds on the other side. So yeah, still a little bit there, but it feels like 95% smooth now, other than like that little tar blip. It feels so much better now. I think we're gonna put a little Kotsuba wet coat on this thing. Do you think I should do Kotsuba wet coat or should I keep it unprotected? Let me know in the chat real quick. Definitely picking up some areas here. Yep, to what, Chi Town? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. So let's start a new side here. No, wash it. What do you mean wash it? We just washed it like 5 times. I thought you were going to polish and coat. We're not polishing and coating right now. We're like an hour and a half. We were just doing the wash and clay. Okay, this is wash and clay. Fresh side. Wash it, then you want to wet coat, send it. We're gonna polish anyways, Nate. We're gonna polish. Let's just I be right. Did you not just see me rinse off the Ulex? Did you not just see me do that? So now we're doing a fresh kind of a fresh side. Where's the camera? There it is. Relatively fresh. Still the same third of the car. Much cleaner. Feel a little bit of grit there. Feels a lot better though. It's starting to feel like it's actually working. We're still picking up stuff. We're still picking up stuff. What are you guys saying over there? I'm gonna read the chat real quick. We're gonna polish this hood. I just don't think we're gonna do it now because I don't have my tools set up. I don't have my pad washer. I don't have all. Oh, you can't really see very well. You that's next summer, Brant. You know what, Brant? I don't know if you noticed, but we're doing this for content. We're having fun with this mug. Um, he's rocking the Don shirt. Yeah, hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah, I'm rocking the Don shirt. Last questions, guys. I'm gonna try to finish polishing this hood off. Do you guys want to put a little Kotsuba wet coat on the hood? I'm going to polish this car anyway, so it won't really matter. We're just kind of doing it for funsies. This is absolutely disgusting. Much better after but I still feel it. I feel contaminations for sure. Definitely feel it. You guys want to see it? I can even hear it. I still hear it. Oh, this is much better over here now. Okay. Yep. Yep, right around here. All right, let's do this. Look at that. How filthy that's how filthy it still is. Absolutely disgusting. Let's wash off the solvent before we try to add protection. You guys, I'm going to rinse this again, but I did the Ulex and then I rinsed and then I put on the clay, right? We've already rinsed, but we're going to rinse it again. I got a dead bug on the hood here. But it feels loads better after the tar was removed. I felt one little clump of tar over there. Other than that, yeah. Let me, oh my goodness, guys. Jesus. This is just the hood. We're spending like what, an hour on the hood, and look at how it's looking. Let's come back again. Disgusting. Toss in a wash step before that rinse. Okay. Let's just do that real quick. This is soft wash. Okay. This was that nice and sexy dirty side. We're gonna flip it into the new side. Yeah, it does smell really good, Brant. Definitely haven't done the fronts. I could feel it could immediately when I get to around this point, you could tell that or at least I can tell that I didn't do the front at all. And you could see it. You could just see how gross that is. Sheesh. So so yeah, Claybar. I don't think I'm ever gonna not clay anymore. I think I'm convinced. I'm 100% convinced that Clay does a crazy good job. Um, I also believe that Ivan LaCroix's method is really good for majority of the situations. And I think if you're a DIYist and you're an enthusiast and you don't really plan on polishing your car, clay bar might not be up your alley. But that is absolutely disgusting. Oh, let's try the Amazon clay. Good job, good brands. I'm really appreciate you because I would forget. I appreciate you, brands. I really do. It's not even sarcasm. All right. Thank you, Brant, for reminding me. For $8, I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight clay with eight clay lube tablets. You could put a tablet in a 500 mils, you shake it up, and apparently that's enough lubricity to go to town. For $8, I said, hey, let's try it. If you want to look it up, it's called Dokiko Clay Bar Lubricant Tablets. This was like $8. Let's give it a shot. If I can get it open easily. I like how they're individually wrapped. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is fine or ultra fine. I'm assuming it's fine. I can smell the Ulex behind me. Don't tell people you have lube tabs. Hey, sometimes you need it. Not as sticky as the other ones. Feels very similar. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's see if it picks up any additional. Let me do a quick rinse real quick and then bring some more soft wash on. So it's definitely flat again. The water spot or the tar and residue by Yum is definitely off now. Okay, and then let me just reactivate this pocket here. There we go. That sounds and look really good. Let me get a little bit bucket in this mug. I'm really digging the smell of soft wash. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. It's definitely my top 10. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this bar is about $1. We're doing the pie car again. Very smooth. It doesn't really feel like it's picking up much. Oh, up here, it's definitely picking up stuff. Definitely picking up stuff up there. Not too bad right now. Not too bad. Where I noticed the upper area, this was definitely picking up stuff. Yes, I feel. Oh, yeah, right here. Pretty much. If oh yeah, right here. Much better though. It feels much better. We're still get. Yeah, I see right there that little corner. Yeah. My ADD mind just imagined Willie Coyote with the Acme polisher and diamond plated polishing pad about to go to town on that hood. Yeah, it's rough here. All right, so I'm gonna do from the dirty side. I'm gonna do the clean side because this is really rough. I don't recall doing much of the front hood yet. Yeah, yeah, especially these little grooves here. Oh, don't want to lose the clay because you're not putting any pressure on the paint and you don't want it to drop. Okay, so let's just see where we're at here. Yeah, pretty rough. So let's come in and let's do the middle of the hood. You guys having good? Are you guys enjoying my internet? Hopefully I made it a little bit better. So we'll do the semi clean side again because this side is kind of cooked right now. So we'll do the semi clean. And this area should be pretty dirty because I don't recall kind of spending a lot of time up here. Feels feels good until you kind of get around the windshield wiper little sh- thingies, the fluid shooters. All the tars pretty much feels pretty much all the tars pretty right like right around here, right around there. Other than that, it feels really good. Feels really good. It feels like we're finally getting somewhere, guys. Up here, I can feel it. There's a little tar right there. There's some tar I missed. Yeah. Oh, and the head and the beamer's got a lot of like, oof, oof. The beamers, the emblem. So that's actually not too bad. We're finally getting somewhere, guys. Last but not least, let's do the final part of this hood, and we're gonna rinse it off, and then we'll spray a little Katsuba wet coat on it, just for the fun of it. So let's just flip this side. So far, this Claybar, I feel like the Thor one is a little bit more malleable and a lot more sticky, and it also felt like it was really like really touching the paint a lot better. This one seems to work. I'm gonna come in with the fine again. Still a little dirty there. Again, there we go. Okay. I like the smell of this pie car. It has like a bit of like a lemony Sprite smell to it. Very pleasant. This feels great now. This feels really good. I'm assuming when I show you this, this should be pretty good. Yeah, not bad. We're finally getting there. I'm gonna come in with the fine one last time just to see if I can pick up anything else. There's just a little bit of tar bits. Yeah, like right around here. Uh, Yeah, that's tar. Let me just get a little Ulex. Oh, that's not Ulex. Where's my Ulex towel? This is definitely the panel prep towel. Let me just get a new towel. Definitely tar there. Probably like 2 or 3 pieces of tar I still need to remove, and then we'll do a final rinse. Oop, I just pulled 3 towels at once. Oopsies. All right, let's just do a quick Ulex here. Get those last 2 pieces out. Where was that? Where was that? I have to feel it with my hands. Oh, it's right here's one right here. And that is gone. And it's gone. And I know there's one over here. There's one right over here. This big one. Probably a whole bunch more on the bumper, but we're not gonna work on the bumper right now. We're just looking at the hood. Come on, let's get it. Almost done. Almost done. A little bit more Ulex, just a little bit. Flashes off really quick. Okay, now it's gone. I don't feel it anymore. Yeah, there's still some right here. A lot of tar up here, actually. Oh my God, you can kind of see it on the towel. Yeah, this is why these cars can take hours to clean and decon if it's really neglected. All right, that's good. Nice and smooth. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a quick rinse again because we use Ulex. You don't always have to rinse, but I'm gonna rinse just for the sake of it. And then I'm gonna come in with soft wash again, and then do another fresh fine bar. Let's do a medium. Let's just do a medium and see if we can pick up anything else. Still a little spot right there. That's kind of yeah. Everything else is pretty much flat except for that one spot right up there and this right that corner there. Everything else looks pretty dead. Okay, a little bit of soft wash. Not much bubbles, but it's okay. Jumping over here. What's my beg your pardon? I can smell. What do I smell? I'm smelling the panel prep over here. Is the panel prep towel in here? I don't know. Probably. I could smell the panel prep. But okay. Anyways, now let's get a fresh fine. I'm just gonna do let's do medium. I think medium was a lot better. I like medium a lot. Okay. So fresh medium bar. We just went through like 6 different bars. Fresh medium bar. Nice and clean. Did I literally just go straight to the tar that I missed? That's so funny. That I was trying to find that and I couldn't find it. As soon as I touch the clay, I immediately finds it. I find it. It feels good. Feels very smooth. I don't really feel anything other than that, like these little micro spots of like I don't know. That might be pretty good. There's still some there, still some, but very mild. Very mild. It's coming with the other side. So this is good. We're finally getting there. It only took like 10 passes, and we're gonna wet coat because we have like a limited time here. This was the dirty side, so we'll do the fresh side. much slicker. I don't really feel really any resistance at all. I don't feel any clumps of tar or one little clump right here. Yep, and right here. Yeah, look at that. It's picking it up. You can see how it's like picking it up. So let's do that again. Where is that? Where did I feel that? Right here. No pressure. Just scrub until it's smooth. No pressure. Cooked, right? Just cooked. No pressure, but it's clearly something there. So let's do that again. No pressure. It's tar. I'm just gonna remove that tar with the Ulex. It's definitely picking up stuff. Pretty gross. This folds a lot better. This clay. Okay. Okay, I think we're good here, guys. I think we're good. I could feel it. It's nice and slick. Very nice. Clearly a major difference. Yeah, a lot of tar up here. A lot of tar up here. As soon as you get up to the front, as soon as you get to the front, it just gets horrible again. Um, yeah, it's really, really bad in the front. This grill here. Look at this. When I bring it up here, you're gonna see it because I can feel it. I could feel that. Look at the grill line. Ugh. All right, so let's just do the grill again. The front of the hood. I don't know if you can see that. It might be out of picture. All right, I think we're good. I'm done. I'm done for the night. But clearly, it's cooked, right? There was a lot of contamination. I can't imagine how the rest of the car is. All right, all right. So that's really bad. That's really gross. Let's rinse it and then do a little Kotaba wet coat. Let's rinse all of that off. Fluff it all out. Get the windows. All right, let's get the car kind of saturated because you don't want it to you don't want it to streak. So let's get a thorough rinsing here, and then I'm going to rinse the side panels just in case when it, because if you know anything about a spray and rinse sealant, you don't want streaking. You want to make sure the car is wet. So let's just do a quick little overview of the side panels. That way, if the Cotaba wet coat kind of brushes over, it's already nice and wet here. So let's just do a quick. And before I wet the other side, I want to just show you how the paint looks after it's dried. So let's come hither. Let's take a look at how the car looks when it's dry. So it's actually looking pretty good right now. There's still clearly etchings. There's definitely etchings on this paint. Yeah, definitely have some work to polish out. But overall, it looks really good. Yeah, this will be nice to polish out. AK, congratulations for being in the correct time zone. I'm really proud of you. All right, so I'm going to get Kotaba wet coat here. As you see how wet the panels is. Let me zoom in so we can see how fun this is. And while you're not watching, I'm just going to quickly just get the other side kind of wet here. Let's just do a thorough rinse. Yeah, see, there's still some stuff here. Let's just get it all rinsed out. Okay. So if anyone's familiar with Cotaba wet coat, they have a spray on and you rinse it off and it's a sealant. I think the protection for Cotaba is about 4 to 4 to 6 weeks or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Let me let's go get it. Is the customer going to drive this car? Yeah, so he's going to be picking it up probably this week or next week. And he's going to get brand new seats replaced. He's going to replace the headliner. He's going to replace the door trim. He's going to pretty much replace everything inside that car. So when he comes back, the car is going to be running smoothly and it's going to be pretty much a new interior. And we're going to go ahead and clean that mug. So today we got, let me go back. We got Kataba wet coat, which is Kataba's spray and rinse off sealant. We're going to be using a 1 to 100 dilution in the solo sprayer. Shout out to 512 for suggesting using the solar sprayer head. Okay, so let's go ahead and spray it on, let it sit for like 10, 20 seconds and rinse it off. Looks nice and flat, right guys? Nice and flat. Let's give this a shot. Super easy with the sprayer. Nice and quiet too. Good idea on that, Brant. Okay. Looks good. You can already kind of see it kind of like beating a little bit. All right, let's give this a shot. Make it nice and pretty. Ooh. Look how that just pops, right? Look at that. Isn't that just crazy? Isn't that just sexy as hell? Look at that. Those beads are just dancing. Okay, the beads are dancing. Let's get the rest of this car, shall we? And I'm just gonna flush the sides just in case some of it overlaps, just to make sure we don't have any streaking later on. If we have streaking, we're gonna have to probably polish. Well, that would be awful, right? I could still see some of the Katsuba. Some of the wet coat is over here, so let's just flush it all out. Yeah, let's get that all flushed out. And now let's take a look at the car with the rest of the hood. Compare the hood. This is so funny how much difference it is. Kata bruh, right? Look at that. Look at that. That's like ceramic beading. Look at that. Look how tight that is, right? You see how tight that is? That's real tight. And the rest of the car, look how flat it is. Look how flat. You can see it from over here. How crazy the beads are. You could just see how like it's just tight, and then like the roof is like, it's like totally like, like look at that. It's just like glossy, shiny, sheety. And then all of a sudden the hood is like, nah, we hydrophobics today, son. Look at that. Look at it's really tight. Really tight. Let's bring the pressure washer to get a little demonstration. Let's do a little chingy effect since I have some good internet out here. Look at that. Really nice. Okay. And all we did was like a little bit of spritz. Okay. Super nice, right? See how sheeted that is? Sheeted, and then all of a sudden it's like just dancing. We dancing. We dancing. Look at that. That's really good. Yeah, that's some nice beat action there. Excellente. That's like we just put down a coating, okay? That's pretty impressive, guys. What are you doing? There we go. Man, I don't think about much, but when I realized we dancing, yeah, that hood had a glow up for sure. Should we do a quick let's dry. Let's just dry, but this is just enjoyable. It's clearly enjoyable. Super nice. And look how the beads just roll right off, right? Let me get the Keeve nozzle. I want to get the Keeve, or you know what? I'm just gonna do it in a way that can I do it in a way? It's hard to do the rolling, but yeah, look at that. Oof, wow. Excellent. Super flat. Super flat, right? And those who are new, that's what flat panels look like, okay? We even see the tar. You can even see the tar. That's tar. Okay, we're gonna come in with a tar remover. And then this is Katsuba. Katsuba wet coat. You saw how quick it was to apply it. You didn't even touch the paint. That's just spectacular. All right. I'm going to dry off the car. What do you guys want to dry the car with? The hood, at least. I'm gonna just dry the hood. Yeah, we don't really need to dry the car. I can just dry the hood. Don't cross Mr. Kang. He knows hydrophobics for show. Ate his Wheaties. Dating myself with that one. Yeah, the Wheaties is like what, 80s, 70s, 80s. That was excellent. I'm gonna use a drying towel. Let me just lightly put some stuff away while I can. Should always put things away. It just makes your life a lot easier. Just looking at the car, the hood looks really nice. Let me put a couple things away. All right, that looks good. Let me know what you guys want to. I'm going to dry the car. I don't think we need a drying aid. I think the Katsuba wet coat is probably plenty. Let's get a little mini liquidator, or what they call it. Now, because we clayed the hell out of this car and we just sealed it, it should dry off pretty much like a ceramic coating. So let's see if I can make it pop. Oh yeah, that was super nice. It's hard to tell because the paint is so cooked, but that just did an amazing job. Yeah. I still feel a little bit of contamination, like a little bit of grit on it, but the dry off is just look at that. How do I do this? How do I do this? See that? Pretty much one wipe. Just one wipe. That's it. That's all I needed. Because there's no iron or any contaminations, it's pretty much like a ceramic coating. You just wipe, one wipe, and you go. Look how high those beads are, right? One wipe, and that's it. That's the beauty of having your car clayed and decontaminated. The ability to just get that one wipe in. That's probably one of my favorite parts of a ceramic coated car. Not that this is coated right now, but one of my seeing you can kind of see here. One of my favorite perks of a ceramic coating car is that you can pretty much just blow off the water with a blower. It's very hard to do that if it's not coated. And also, obviously, it keeps it cleaner and it dries. It dries off like crazy. You can just wipe the towel really quick. And yeah, see where the tar, this is these tars. It's not there. This is etchings. These are etched into the paint. I don't feel it anymore. It's nice and smooth, but they definitely left their love marks, if that makes sense. So guys, what do you think of the show tonight? I hope you guys had fun. Let's spend about 5 minutes here getting things situated. Let me get the brain back in this mug. Let's put the brain back. This I think my internet did really good tonight. What do you guys think? I spent a little time making sure that the internet was nice and kosher. Hopefully it was good. I kind of bootlegged my booster right here because it was pretty much like hiding under here behind all this metal, and I think that was probably not the smartest idea. So what now? I'm going to just kind of put things away. Give me like a couple minutes if you have any questions, if you have any ideas of what you want to do, or what your thoughts on it. This is a good time as I kind of put stuff away. let me let me rinse out the foam cannon because actually it's soft wash. It doesn't really matter. Normally I rinse out the yeah, you know what? Let me just rinse out the foam cannon really quick. Let me just get a little bit of water here, wash it out because the pressure washer's still on. Normally, if I'm using really aggressive pre-washes, I'll tend to make sure that my pressure washer cannon and all that stuff is rinsed out. You don't want really high alkaline or acidic stuff sitting in your tools for very long if you can prevent that. This is a pH neutral, very safe soap. So the only reason I'm doing this is just because I just want to rinse it really fast. Just kind of rinse it out. There we go. Okay, that's nice and rinsed. And let's turn this off. Get the water out. Yep, drain it. Bear with me 2 minutes, guys. It's like Mr. Rogers. You know, when you guys remember, I'm dating myself now, but Mr. Rogers, he'd come in, he would take his outside shoes off and he'd put his jacket in the little closet. And then he would put his little slippers on. Well, guess what? I'm the reverse Mr. Rogers. They call me Dan's Diamond Mr. Rogers Detailing. And I put these are my slippers. My pressure washer hose is my slippers. And my perfectly safe brush, that's my sweater. And Ivan LaCroix's mustache, that's my hat. All right. So, as you saw real quick while I'm out here, we went through a lot of clay. And this was just the front hood of the car. I'm gonna charge this guy John like $8,000 because it's so bad. Maybe 10,000 just because I'm feeling frisky. Absolutely, I'm not even gonna use these anymore. They're so bad. I mean, you're gonna throw them away anyways, but man, we went through so much clay. It's not even funny. Pretty bad, pretty rough. All right, focus, focus, focus. Come on, follow me, follow me. All right. So we're gonna throw all this clay away. We're gonna throw away the Ulex towels away. It's gonna stink up the whole garage. We came in. I'm gonna do a little final thoughts here, real quick, and then I'm gonna answer some questions and chill with you guys here. So bear with me 2 seconds here. I wanted to wash my car, but that hood was so cooked that time got past us really quickly. So those who are just tuning in, those who even care, to wrap up what we just went over, we did a pH neutral foam. We rinsed it off. We came in on again foamed. We contacted. We rinsed. Then we clay barred with those clay bars that I just threw away, the fine and the medium. I guess I should have saved it for this part right here. For the contact, we came in with Detail Co's soft wash. We put 2 ounces in the foam cannon. We used the ADS Drift foam cannon. I think it did a pretty good job. The foam, this is version 1. I've heard a lot of good things about version 2. I don't have version 2. So, Jamie and Eddie, if you want to send me V2, I'll definitely try it. Very pleasant smell, lubricious, even for how bad that paint job is. You saw the clay. It needs a lot of work, right? Um, we used like a Rag Company giant thing. For briefly, we tried the Viking brushes on the headlights as well as the perfectly safe brush. And we also used the Sponge Guru sponges on the front grill there, like right on that front grill area there. Okay. Sponge Guru, very impressive. Quick TDLR. I'm going to make a video. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm going to make a video of the Sponge Guru. I'm going to be giving away a set myself. And I also reached out to Ryan from Fine Detailing. He's willing to match me on a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away 2 kits of Sponge Gurus just keep an eye on a video down the road. Hopefully, I can get it out within the next week or two. I'm really busy. I'm in the middle of like trying to find a place to move. So bear with me on my time constraints, but I'm going to be giving away 2 kits of Sponge Gurus. Gonna make a quick, like, I don't know, 20, 30 minute video, probably showing you the different parts of the area of the car, interior, exterior, and all the cool things that the sponges can do. Personally, because I think right now those are my favorite wheel tools and exterior tools. I haven't really used them on the interior yet, but for right now, they are my favorite tools of 2026. And because of that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy an extra kit. And I was like, you know what? Ryan probably would be down. So Ryan said, yeah, let's do it. And I'm gonna be giving away 2 kits of the Sponge Gurus. Do I have them here? They should be around here. Where's my Sponge Gurus? Did they run away off? Did they run off on me? I don't see them over here. Don't see it. And this is the other Ulex towel. So let me just toss that. I don't see my. Oh, I think the Sponge Gurus are in the wash bucket. If I recall, I'm pretty sure they're in the wash bucket. So as I mentioned, we clay barred. We came in with some panel prep. We did some tar and residue remover. We came in with a Ulex. We took all the tar from the Ulex, all that fun stuff. We did pretty much like go watch what we just did. We did like an hour and a half just on the hood. This car needs a lot of work. We did the clay towel. We compared the clay towel and then the clay bar after the clay towel. Clearly, the clay towel does something. I would say like between 60 to 70% of the job, but the clay bar is doing at least another 30 or 40% addition to. And now, if it was like 5% more, like 1% more, I would say, you know what? Clay bar, unless you're like polishing and coating, probably not necessary. But because it did so much work after the towel, I'd say, yeah, most likely you should probably clay, especially if you feel certain parts of your car. You might not need the bar for like the whole car, but like certain areas of like the front or like the roof or areas that like are very prone for contamination, you might need a little bit more aggressive approach. And yeah, I'm 100% sold on the clay bars. The clay bar that I got for like $1, that 8 pack for $8, you're getting what you pay for. I believe the Thor bar is like $11, and it's about like 5 of these bars together. So let's say Thor's is like, let's say if this is $1, the equivalent of Thor's, let's just say it's like $1.40 or something, $1.30. I think it's probably worth the price for that clay bar because it was picking up a significant more. I even went over it after used this, and then I did the clay again, and it was still picking up a ton. So I would say the Japanese clay bars from Thor are worth it. But I would say to still try this. Maybe they're for $8. Not too bad. What else do we do? Then we sprayed on Katawa wet coat, and we used this awesome solar sprayer. This electric sprayer is so. First off, let's do first. We did Katawa wet coat. Comes with its own little measuring cup. All we needed was, I think I used 15 mils, so a half an ounce for a whole bottle of this, and I used like super little. This amount could probably rinse the whole car off, if not even 2 cars. So a little goes a very long way. You saw the hydrophobics on the hood of the car. It was excellent. If you don't know what this solo sprayer is, I know most of you watching right now knows what this is, but some random person that might not be deep down the rabbit hole, the solo sprayer comes with a bottle like this. I just added my own press-all bottle just to make it extra key, because you know me, I'm extra key, right? We're in the detail. We're detail. We're obsessed, and we live in this nation. Okay, so shout out to Don. Shout out to Detailed Obsessed Nation. Shout out to Katawa Wet Coat. This stuff slaps. I do have Aqua, but I figured let's give Katawa Wet Coat a little try. Okay, maybe if you guys want or we have some time, we could probably do a comparison of 50-50, like on the rear trunk of the car. We can kind of spray both and kind of can see if the beads are slightly different. But both of them are like, both of these products, Luminous Aqua, Katawa Wet Coat, they're both a 9.8 out of 10 for either use, hydrophobics, durability for a spray and rinse off sealant, of course, right? You're not expecting like ceramic sealant type durability for a spray and rinse off. But how well it performs is just extraordinary. Okay, and blah, 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 let me put that away. Let me put my panel preps away, and let me go into the chat, see how you guys are doing. You guys had fun so far? We used about, I don't know where it is roughly. It feels like we used about 2/3 of this bottle, maybe almost half of this bottle for just pretty much the hood of the car. So for a car that severe, it's not moving. A car that severe, I would say probably make your own clay spray with either like 50/50 lightning, some sort of like rinseless, preferably without polymers, or maybe with polymers. I can't tell. I think use like a rinseless with polymers with no protection for that extra like slickness, probably like a 64-to-1 dilution ratio. Let me know in the comments what you like to use as a clay lube. Where's my seats? Is it still out here? All righty, and we're back. Oh, and we ironed the car with Sidero. We used some Sidero 1 to 4. I didn't smell it very much today, so that was surprising. All right, here we go. I want some H9 on that hood. Well, Brandon, I have all the Coach Chemis except for H9. So, but Ivan LaCroix is sending me the gold standard compound, and I think he sent me all the pads, and I have his rotary and I have his DA already. So we could try the gold standard compound. I heard that one like cuts really well. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Look, guys, a hose reel. This is an all-inclusive live. Get to watch him put away his stuff. Yeah, Gary, I tend to do that. I'm like Mr. Rogers. I just do it in the at the end. B Riley, must sleep now. Thanks for the testing. I appreciate it, Brandon. You have a wonderful evening. There's no V2 soft wash, just a label change. Good night. J Farm, is that true? I There's something that Conway said is really, really good. I think it was either soft wash. God, I always forget this. Which one was it? Is Conway in the chat? I think it was. I think Greg remind me if you're able to. I think he was saying some V2 is like really worth it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it. Was it hard wash? Maybe it was hard wash. It could have been hard wash. Dan, Ivan would be all over you. I can hear him now. Why don't you clean up after yourself? You're not being efficient. He's like good angel on your shoulder in the old cartoons. Well, AK, I agree with a lot of Ivan's methods. He has his own, style, right? He has his own business and his own line. But in general, like yeah, having things in their place, getting things organized, not having 600 products in your shelves. I follow all of these to the T other than the sarcastic one there because I'm more of a tester, right? Tester enthusiast. If I was running a business and I had a shop, most likely you would see just a straight line of chemicals, my labels, and I would just use those chemicals unless there are certain situations. But it doesn't hurt to kind of know what products that you doesn't like, what works, doesn't work. If you only have yum, tar, and residue, and you don't have Ulex, and you see a hood like that, I don't know how you would do that. Okay. Like I know Ulex does a really good job. Luckily for me, I have a $40 bottle of Ulex. All right. Like this, I don't really know what my point is. But my point is sometimes it's nice to have like 20 different products because you might not need all of them. You might need one of that 20, but every so often you might need that other one. And it's great to have there. That's my shtick. But again, Ivan sells his line. Ivan sells his method. Ivan sells his system. Okay. There's no. I don't criticize it. I might not agree with everything he does. I might not think that pros are going to be looking at Ivan's system as much. I think Ivan knows exactly who the people that he's aiming towards, and I think he is a very good business person. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. But blah, where are we at here? I have to say, Yoo-hoo, Sponge Guru, they will appear. Yoo-hoo, Sponge Guru. So yeah, I was saying the Sponge Guru. We're gonna make a video of them. They're in here somewhere. There they are. So Sponge Guru, really a big fan of these things. What I like about them is that they just rinse off really easy. You just kind of like flush them out. You squeeze them, and you put them in your bucket, or you dry them out for the day, and they're very nice. I like them a lot. And so far they're super durable. They're not tearing on me. They're not like ripping. They're very light. They release dirt very easily. And I think you get like 6 or 7 pieces for like $40 or something. It's pretty comparable. Pretty comparable. Especially if they last a while. Like if you can last a whole season on just a $40 worth of like tools, that's really nice. Cause even this one brush I think is like $30, or like this pair. I think this pair is like $40. Just these two pair, just two brushes are like $40. Okay. So I think Sponge Guru is really, really good. Enough that I literally bought a second set just to give you guys. Okay. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is basically. I like them so much that I bought them for $50 pretty much. And they'll be here like next week. So I can make a video and give that away. Because I have already opened mine, right? It's hard to make a video when I've already opened it. So I'm gonna literally buy a brand new box, send it out to one of you guys. So you better like it. Sponge Guru is okay. Greg, what do you like? I also like the woolies, but I to be honest with you, I couldn't find them tonight. I have one of the woolies that I use mostly, and the large one and the super small one I can't find. I have to figure out where I put them. I have too much stuff. But these wheels, if you can kind of see, these wheels are super tiny. The spokes are super small. So I'm thinking the Yum Wheel Woolly, the super small, the extra small, will fit those spokes perfectly. But I don't have it. So I might have to use the Sponge Guru possibly. Solo pickup tube doesn't get to the bottom of the press all bottle, but it's a lot better looking setup for sure. Where is that? Yeah, you're right. It's about right here. Yeah, you're right. It is about right here, but it's plenty because there's still plenty to work with. But you're right. You're right. Okay, hard wash. Yeah, hard wash is V2. Soft wash is not changed, and there is no plans. Okay, good to know. Good to know because I have like a whole gallon of it. Do you think Ivan has changed up his worldview since he started selling products? I don't think so. I think he knows his system. He's comfortable with the system, and that's pretty much it. Is foaming fun? Have you watched any of Iron Detail Business Academy YouTube? Yeah, definitely, Juice. I definitely used to watch his bow tie 2020, 2021. Yep, I've definitely watched those. He's pretty much the same guy as he has been for 6 years. What did what did I say? I sure hope they hold up for me. Did you get the gurus? I think you got the gurus, right, Brent? I use it on the honeycomb grill and on the interior. Which J Farm grill? Which one are you using, Greg? What do you use? The woolly mitts? I swear I thought I had them in here. I thought I had them. With my iron removers, with my iron removers. Kotsuba wet coat. I just keep this in a bottle. So normally I'm just gonna for this demonstration I use the solar sprayer. So I'm going to rinse this out. Put this soft wash on the shelf now. It's official. We're adding soft wash to our groupage here. So we will be seeing more soft wash. And then for this, let me just rinse out the bottle, the sprayer. There we go. Get that rinsed out. Beautiful. Almost the whole bottle there. That's pretty quick. All right. Excellent. I'll let that air dry. Ba, 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 ba. Where are we at, boys? Where are we at? Oh, let me bring the camera here. Hey, how are you? We're going to wrap it up here. So for Friday, weather is not supposed to be very good here. I think it's supposed to rain or something. So I think I'm going to plan a inside event for Friday. Also on the 11th. What day is not the 11th, the 16th? What's the 16th? The 16th is Saturday. I believe there's a German car event on the 16th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. my time, which is California Pacific Standard Time. I want to drive there, maybe look at the car show for an hour or two on Saturday. If you guys are interested in that, let me know what you think. Um, so Friday night, I'm gonna plan something for 6 o'clock like normal Friday night. It's probably going to be raining out there. So we'll do some like interior or some stuff like that. And Saturday, if the weather's okay, we're gonna do that little car show. So that's the plan for this weekend. And I also need to look for an apartment or a townhouse or something. Probably trying to find either a house or a townhouse, so I can continue doing the filming and stuff. The garage is not going to be as crazy as this garage, but hopefully we'll have a garage that's big enough that we can still have some fun out here, right, guys? Oh, you use the Guru on the grill. Got you. What have y'all found as the best delivery method for luminous aqua? Pump sprayer or trigger sprayer? Well, for me, I think I've only used it twice, and it's in one of my videos for the luminous aqua video I made. And I think I put it in the foam cannon. I think I only used like 20 mils, like 10 mils or 20 mils for like half a liter. Foamed on like half the car and just sprayed it on. I sprayed it off, right? Rinsed it off. And if you recall in the video that I made, right, this luminous video, um, the more you rinsed, like the more you rinse to it, the beads just got crazier and crazier. So like I would recommend if you're using aqua, wet coat, any of these spray on rinse off sealants, not only rinse it off, but actually like go like a what is it called? Like a firm rinse or like a slow rinse. Like make sure it's like thoroughly rinsed because it gets even more hydrophobic. So that's my advice for any spray on rinse off sealants. Often you'll see that froth line. Like so like you spray the panel, when you see as soon as you start rinsing, you see that like outer edge of like froth. Make sure that stuff is completely rinsed off your car. That's what's going to make those streaks later on. So make sure your car is wet, out of the sun, not hot panels. Don't let it sit too long, and do a thorough rinse. If you have hard time doing any of those five things, work in sections, do a test spot. Don't what happened here? I mean, is the, what happened on the internet? Why am I over here? What's going on? Are we still live? Am I still live here? Who's waving? Let me refresh this because it like just backed up like 6 minutes for me. It looks like we're not even live. Am I still live? There we go. Where are we at? Let me just restart the app really quick. Are we still live? Let me just double click and restart. There. Hopefully it's good again. My video is all like what's up, bruh? So even right now, okay. We good? I was live, right? It seemed like it reset, and when I went to live, it was I don't know what was happening. And anyways, we're good. We're good. All right, good. Can you like actually look at me? One look. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's wrap it up, boys. All right. Yes, enthusiasts. All right. Wonderful guys. So as I did, we did a quick contact. My camera just wants to my camera's telling me to wrap it up, okay? My name is Dan. This is Dan's Diamond Detailing. I hope you guys had a wonderful Tuesday evening. We clayed, we clayed the hell out of this roof. Let's take a quick look at it, right? Just because my internet was so good today. Since the internet was so good today, let's just do a quick look at it. Sunlight is kind of falling out. We dried off the hood. It's looking loads better. Hydrophobic still on this window I didn't wrap off. This was the wet panels. Try the downward facing rinse. Yeah, that's another thing. Practice your rinse, guys. Practice your rinse. Okay. There's multiple forms of rinsing. This is the flat panel side. You could already see how the debris is already falling on the car, right? It's very aggressive out here when you're in the forest. Already have debris on it. Smell the Sodero. I could smell the Sodero. I just got a little whiff of it. Looking pretty good though. Definitely very flat. Definitely no Kotsuba wet coat on this. Little bits of chipped paint here, right? Can't do anything about that. Right? More chipped. It's chipped paint. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Definitely needs some work. Of course, Chelsea, you have a wonderful evening. Yeah, like literally they're bugs, like bugs crawling on the hood right now. Hey bug, how do you like the wet coat? Do you like do you like the wet coat a lot? Yeah. And we scrubbed the headlights. We used the sponge guru. Can we see if there's like a difference? I don't think I did this whole grill here, but I definitely did this grill. It's hard to see. I wish we had a little bit more sunlight. But yeah. And that pretty much concludes this night's episode. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed my content. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys have a lovely evening. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you guys